Greetings to you, beautiful people. Now, everybody talks about love. Love your neighbor, love everybody, unconditional love, love that goes across barriers. But how many of us truly love? It is so easy for us to love people who are family and friends. But what happens to loving somebody who is an enemy? What happens to loving that person from whom we gain nothing, or we stand to gain nothing? And the truth is, sometimes we don't even know who our enemies really are, because the people that we think are enemies may turn out not to be so. It was few weeks to Christmas 1917, and the beautiful and snowy landscape of Europe was blackened by war. It was World War I. On one side of the trenches were the Germans, and on the other side were the Americans. And there was a strip of land between them that they called the No Man's Land. Now, one of the German soldiers wanted to get across that plain, and he was caught in barbed wire. And he was so badly wounded, and his scream was so much that between the shells the Americans could hear him scream. These were two enemies fighting. And things like that happen in life when you have somebody you believe has done you wrong, and when they are going through pain, you feel kind of like happy that they are going through that pain, and you will be like, that serves them right. We believe that they are kind of like serving some terms for the wrong things that they've done. And ironically, sometimes when you critically look at the situation, you find out that we could even be the people at fault. So like I was saying, this soldier got caught up in the barbed wire and he was screaming. He was in serious pain. Have you seen someone go through pain before? The kind of pain that gives you goosebumps. The kind of pain that makes you want to cry. The kind of pain that makes you want to leave that environment if there is nothing that you can do about it. That was the kind of pain that this gentleman was in. And the shooting was still going on. Then one of the American soldiers, he could take it no more. He dropped his gun, laid down on the ground, and started crawling to this German soldier. And his mates were like, what is wrong with him? Where is he going? So when they realized what he was about doing, they ceased fire. But then the Germans, they continued shooting, until one of them was like, officer, he's trying to help our guy. And the officer was like, cease fire. He kept moving. So when he got there, he disentangled him from the barbed wire and took him in his arms and made for the German side. Not minding that he was facing an enemy, not minding the fact that he could be shot. The love in his heart for this young man could not allow him to back down or back out. He was a human being like him. He realized that, and he was in serious pain. And the fact of war should not take away the fact of love. So the Germans ceased firing. He took their guy to them, gave him to them, and turned back around to leave. Amazing, right? Now the officer, the German officer that was standing there, had won what they called an Iron Cross. And an Iron Cross is the greatest honor for acts of bravery that could be given to a soldier. So what he did was, he jumped off his Iron Cross and put it on the American soldier, because it was clear to him that all his acts of bravery put together could not be compared to this single act of love that this American soldier displayed. And that is what I call true love for humanity. How do you feel when the person who is your enemy goes through pain and you can help them? Jesus says, when you love those who can love you back, what difference have you made? When you love people who are your own, even the hypocrites, they can do that. But when you love your enemy, that is when you do something different. That is when you do something that we would regard as an act of bravery. True love is an act of bravery. So let us love everybody. Let us love all God's creatures. Let us not let our love have any bounds. Let it be boundless. Let it be unconditional. Let it be true love. Keep smiling and remain truly blessed. I hope to talk to you soon.